If you saw my previous coffee table video, you might recognise this monkey puzzle tree that my friend Mark is currently taking down on the right there. And when I posted up the pictures of the table with its two Monkeypuzzle spheres for legs, a good friend of mine, Sue, from the Cornwall Seal Group Research Trust, contacted me saying she absolutely loved the spheres. She grew up with a pair of large monkey puzzle trees in her garden, and so she has a real personal connection to them. Spotted, I've got a few pieces of this tree. It was quite a big one, so I was more than happy to make another one of these spheres. It was really good fun making the ones for the table, and I couldn't wait to make another one, and I thought it would be a good opportunity to make a nice video showing the process. At the beginning there, I was using one of my new Henry Taylor rough and gouges. You can see it back on my chisel rack there, shiny side up. And now I'm using my old favourite HS1 bowl gouge, which is known as the Super Flute model. It's kind of my go-to chisel for pretty much anything I'm working on when I start to put any detail or shape into stuff. Obviously finer detail, I've got other chisels for that, but this one just is really versatile, and I find it always makes the cut I want to, whenever I need it to. This was a really satisfying cut, and as it slows down here, you'll see it turns into one continuous shaving, and right the way to the end. As the sphere starts to take shape, I'm taking off my tool rest there, and after a couple more cuts, and then I'm going to move on to the Paul Howard sphere cutting jig. This is such a good tool if you're making, especially when you're doing nice big spheres like this, for getting the perfect sphere with its central pivot point underneath where it's mounted. As you can see, as I move it around from side to side, it will create a perfect arc that ultimately gives you a perfect sphere. There's obviously a bit of finishing left to do at the end. There's another way you can use this on a long bed lathe. If you look in my other videos, you'll see I do a 6-inch U sphere, which shows that process really nicely. After a little tidy up, there's quite a lot of wood that came off that one. I'm going to make a couple of final cuts before I go into the full sanding part there, just to make it a bit easier to finish once it comes off the lathe. I'll fast forward through the sanding bit so you don't have to watch too much of that, because a lot of the same, and then I'll show you how I finished the end. Before I take it off the lathe, I've got to put the first coat of hemp oil onto it, and this is always the most satisfying part of any project. What I use is pure cold pressed hemp oil, specially selected for its wood finishing qualities. It's all grown and processed here in the UK, and I'll put a link in the description below where you can find out more information. So you can really see how that's brought out all of the colours and the grain in the sphere there. I really love how it highlights where the branches used to be and the different colours and shapes. And now it's time to saw it off. I'm just telling myself where I'm going to cut it there with my finger, and then classic old handsaw, and off it comes.
Long flows the river while we're here. Lay down your weapons, let's make it clear. Those who are falling, don't fall below. Those who lost your way, don't disappear. Just time
just finishing off the end of the sphere there. What I'm using is a pair of cheap cordless angle grinders that I replaced the switches with variable switches to give me speed control and forward reverse, and they're super handy for little sanding and carving jobs just like this.
Make love and joy, King, while you're here. Those who have fallen, don't fall below. Those who lost your way, don't disappear. Just time to live love.
All polished, and time to reveal the finished sphere to Sue, who was very much looking forward to seeing it. And here she is, seeing it for the first time. I don't think Sue quite realised how heavy it was going to be until this moment. And Sue's mum, who at the grand age of 90 is looking on there, having remembered tending to the Monkeypuzzle trees in their garden many years ago.
Fire dances in the wind. Burning green filters through the screen.
Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this little project. If you'd like to see some more, make sure you hit the subscribe button below and follow me on Instagram and Facebook, etc, etc. All the links I'll put in the description below. See you next time.
Breathe. Now all things seem seen. Shine.